wondering who's going to put out next that alligators, crocodiles are being eaten in Gujarat or in Madhya Pradesh or something like that. This kind of absurd, bizarre stories, you can imagine, like you said, some foreign publication wanting to see something exotic and miserable coming out of India at the time of COVID. I can expect them to do it because they don't have ground reporters. But what I can't understand is that how did it pass? How did these stories pass so many deaths? Because all of us have several cut-off points, and one can imagine that, okay, in coronavirus times we are working with 30% staff or 50% staff, so maybe some of the firewalls are lesser, but yet to think that, you know, a king cobra is being eaten because you don't have dal chawal. I mean, this is the bizarre form of racism, you know, especially with Northeast. One is always, you know, at the desk, one is careful to see that you don't hurt sentiments of people who already feel hurt because of mischaracterization by the Indian media. And over and above that, you come out with a bizarre story like this, ki mendak kha rahe hain, saap kha rahe hain. It is terrible. And, you know, Mr. Rijiju has come out and said this, and there will be a rollback of the story. But this would have already gone viral. And, you know, there is a lot of time that people have on their hands these days. There's a lot of fake TikTok videos and people sharing incessantly these TikTok videos. And when you share that, this is what happens. It finds its way into the media. And I can't tell you how often we have to watch like hawks to see that none of this seeps through into our systems. And we have to watch with great care, because you can hurt people tremendously and hurt a country tremendously. And especially in the times when, you know, these are areas where communal issues could take place, where hate crimes can take place. So one has to be extra careful in times like this to make sure that these fake videos don't find their way into news websites, news agencies and channels.
Yes, but I wonder whether there is any sense of embarrassment. You know, decent people feel ashamed of themselves. They would be severely embarrassed if they would be named and shamed like this. Saira, I'm curious to know whether these fake news champions who are part of a fake news fountain in this country feel a tinge of embarrassment. For example, the 70-year-old Shashi Tharoor, who says that while the government touts its COVID diplomacy, stocks of hydroxychloroquine have run dry in India. Have run dry.
Can I come in?
I wonder, my question is, decent people feel embarrassment. Would these, would these fake news champions feel ashamed of themselves, or do they just carry on relentlessly pushing their agenda?
In this very, very important and pertinent time of the COVID-19, we can't be slamming another media house just because we feel that we are the harbingers of truth and justice.
Because no, I'm not saying I am the harbinger of truth. I have said that Shashi Tharoor has lied when he said hydroxychloroquine has run dry, and people in Arunachal Pradesh are not eating snakes, and people in Jahanabad are not eating frogs. I am putting the facts out.
The topic is Arunachal Pradesh and the hungry people there eating snakes. Now,
who is eating snakes, for God's sake?
Hi everyone, I'm Sujarita Kukreti. Thanks for checking out Republic World. If you would like to watch more show highlights and live coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the Republic World News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.